It has been so long since I filmed. I'm not great at, as soon as a little hurdle comes into my life, I just drop most things and I survive, which is what I've been doing the past few months. Let me tell you what I've been up to, because I'm making a comeback again. I do want to. I'll tell you about it. I've been going through some stuff and I couldn't film and I barely crafted. I actually, random side tangent, I read one book in June, which is really low for me. Normally I read about 5 to 10 books depending on how I'm going in the month. So the fact that I only read one kind of says a lot. My last video I think was towards the end of May, early June. It was the Woolfest video, I'm pretty sure, and that weekend is actually when everything changed. So I'm going to first tell you what I've been working on, which hasn't been much actually. I finished the Sydney sweater for my husband, which I will insert a picture here. He has worn it 1 or 2 times. I don't think he loves it. And if you do, Byron, maybe tell me that you love it. I don't know. I don't love it. I think I really struggle with making things for him, unfortunately. It kind of sucks that I want to make more stuff for him. I'm getting more into knitting, obviously. I have been for the past year or so anyway. But I want to knit him something. That's my big plan. I bought actually a pattern to knit for him at some point in the future. Not anytime soon, but some point in the future. So that is probably the next project I'll make for him. I also made a sweater for my friend Heather for her birthday. And this one I had plans to finish before her birthday, but then things happened, I didn't. But thankfully, I did finish it by the time I saw her. She did my hair, which you can't tell, but I've actually got some bleached hair. It's kind of purpley, but it's sort of fading because it's now been about a month since we did it. But she's sort of toned like purple hair all around, and I like purple, so you know, it's kind of fun. I just need to dye it another color at some point. But anyway, that was a side tangent. I made her the Knit Look bow sweater, but sans bow, because I ran out of time and sort of yarn actually, but also I kind of felt like it didn't need it because I ended up doing a nice scallop trim around the bottom. So yeah, that's that one I made for her, and I finished it technically by the time I saw her. I made a jumper. It was meant to be for my niece, but I ran out of yarn. I was sort of stash busting, and so I stash bust this navy acrylic yarn that has some lyrics running through it that I got from Spotlight in the Million, so I only have 400 grams. 400 grams is not enough to do anything really when you think about it, especially with crochet. I probably should have used this yarn for knitting, but I didn't. I did for crochet. And so I ended up making my daughter a little jumper instead, and I did 1 or 2 rows of white because I was trying to extend the jumper the size of it. And yeah, it ends up fitting my 2-year-old instead of my almost 7-year-old niece. So instead I'm making my niece something else because I'm going to Australia in a few weeks and I'm going to be seeing my nieces, so I figured I should make them some birthday presents. It's not much yet. This is the novice, the petite, or the junior novice pullover by Petite Knits. So I'm actually at the point now where I can connect the front and the back and start knitting the body. Last night I finished the increases on the front. I'm sort of looking at it now, they look like they're different lengths, so maybe I should double check that. Last night I just ran out of steam, so I decided I would do that today. That's on my list today, is to start the body. And I feel like when I read the pattern it said I would need a lot of yarn. I thought I'd have to go get another one of these. I've got 1 more of these, but I thought I'd have to get a 3rd one. But I think I actually will have enough yarn to make this with the 2 balls I had. And I bought this yarn. This is Lion's brand Ferris Wheel in the colour, I'm pretty sure it's Cotton Candy, which I bought at the beginning of this year to make something for my daughter. And then I tried to crochet with it actually a few weeks ago. I didn't enjoy it, and I thought this is a knitting yarn basically. And it is a knitting yarn because it looks really nice in knitting. Annoyingly, the colour pooling, I don't know. I don't know if you know me very well. Hi. I like to use solid colours, and when I like to use solid colours I like to do stripes of different colours. I don't love to do yarns like this where there's lots of different colours in the same ball, which I think a lot of people, I don't know, I feel like people tilt either way. They either like lots of colours or they don't. My best friend Nicolette, she loves balls like this where they've got different colours in it because she doesn't like to have to change yarns. I don't mind changing yarns and pulling in ends or weaving in ends. But anyway, this one I thought was going really nice, but then annoyingly you can kind of see here, I didn't change the ball. It just suddenly swapped from blue to purple, and that kind of annoys me. But I think it's just I will notice that. I don't think my niece is going to point it out and be like, why did it do this? So I'm hoping she'll enjoy it. I did find out recently that she's really into black right now, but I thought she liked rainbows, so let's see if she's still into rainbows when I see her in a month, because that'll suck if she's not. I think I'm going to make the same pattern for her sister using this yarn here, which I happen to have because I was tossing up what I was going to be doing. This is the Wool Revival 100% recycled DK weight yarn. I actually made myself a vest with this as well, so I thought it would be kind of cute if I match my niece. I hope the other niece doesn't mind if we don't match, but we're still matching and all wearing vests. I was thinking of using this because I think I have enough of it to make a vest, and I was sort of thinking, what would I make them that's easy? I feel like I should probably make them the same sort of project. Yeah, we'll see. And it'll also be a good stash busting project because I have, I think, 2 balls of this plus this amount, so I feel like that'll be enough to use that up, and then I will have used this yarn for more than just the project I bought it for. I thought of another one I've been working on as I'm looking at this bag here, and this one is from my mum. So I have been busy, I just haven't been like super busy where I feel like I've achieved anything. My mum has this jumper she likes and she wanted me to make it in red, so I've done 1 panel, and now I'm on the 2nd panel, but this is where I'm up to on the 2nd panel. I just kind of wasn't, it's a mesh and I don't love mesh, so I kind of just took a break. Maybe I shouldn't have taken a break because now I'm kind of confused where I'm up to. But it'll be okay. I think I just needed a break from that and to feel like I was achieving something. I was making that for my mum to intend to give to her to take to Australia, but you know. So the last thing I've been working on, I recently went to Fibretron. This is how I'm going to tell you. I went to Fibretron, which is the Hamilton version of Woolfest, so I didn't do a vlog because I kind of thought, what's the point? And so I'm going to show you what I bought, and I'm going to tell you why I bought it. This is my bag. Oh man, I just realised I tried to give this bag back to my mum and I've just kept it. Anyway, this is the bag that I have. So I bought some patterns, which I'll show you afterwards, but the yarn I bought, I didn't buy much. I actually kind of went, so the thing was, at Woolfest I bought some yarn, more yarn than I planned on buying, and I said to myself, if I don't finish these projects, like I wanted to start and finish at least one of those projects by the time Fibretron came around, because it was like a 2-month gap, and so I said to myself, if I do that then I can buy more yarn at Fibretron. I didn't do that, so I kind of, when I was there I was thinking, oh, I've still got like 1 project I want to buy for, so I can still buy for that. I've got the budget because I had money set aside for it, but then I just kind of realised as I was walking around I didn't love anything enough for me to commit to buying it on that day. And then I found some patterns I really liked, and I thought, actually, I think I'm going to buy some patterns and buy the yarn for those patterns. And these aren't for me, this is for children. So I didn't feel as bad. I only ended up spending like half my budget overall, which is pretty good. So the first yarn I bought is for my daughter. I got this yarn here. This is from Little Mill Over the Hill, and I absolutely love their stuff. They're actually based in Hamarana, which is just outside where I'm from in New Zealand, which is called Rotorua. And this is the yarn I bought. It is, let me open up the card. It is a DK weight, obviously. It is called Summer Sunset, and it is pretty sure it's all just sheep. Oh, maybe sheep alpaca mohair? I don't know. I thought it was cute. These are $38 each, and I got 2 because that'll be enough for the pattern I'm planning on making them for. And oh, here, I'll show you that pattern actually. I'm going to make her this little tunic. So this tunic pattern is by Donnybrook Designs, I'm pretty sure. I actually know this person who's from it. I bought this from them, it was on sale for $5, and I just really like this. And I was going to make this for my nieces, but I've realised it only goes up to 4 to 5 years, and my nieces are almost 7 and almost 9, so they kind of wouldn't fit it. But I will make one for Eleanor, my daughter, out of this yarn. And also look, I'm branching out. This is not just a solid colour, which I feel like is a feat, so proud of that one. And then I bought another, well, I didn't, my mum bought, my mum was very nice, she came with us. My mum bought me this yarn to also make that pattern as well, and this is from Broomstick, sorry, not Broomstick, and it is also 100% merino. It is in the colour, the Caliche, I think. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is a really nice melange blue. Once again, branching out. I decided to be a bit different. I don't think I like these so much for myself, but I feel like for other people it works well. So that's why I got this, and I got 2 skeins of it because I need 2 skeins to do the pattern. And then the last one I got, once again, reaching out, just really not me. is from Dye Stock Yarns, and it is really nice autumnal colours, and I felt like it was very unisex, which I was going for. And it is 100% superwash merino. It's extra fine, it's DK weight, which is good. That's the pattern that I'm going to use for it. Requires DK weight, and it's in the colour Baroque. And I was actually looking at this for myself. I was thinking maybe I get this for my pattern. Then I realised I don't think I love it enough for myself. I do love the I love this colour scheme. 100% my colour scheme. I love autumnal colours, purples, oranges and that. Dark for me, but still nice. But I decided that instead of giving it to myself, I'm going to give it to my baby, who I'm going to be having in January. Surprise, that is why I've been sick. I'm pregnant again. I don't know how to tell anyone, so this is me telling people, I guess. Anyway, so the other thing I bought was a pattern for a baby. I bought a romper pattern, which I thought was so cute. I couldn't resist, and this is going to become one of these ones, which, you know, yeah. And I feel so awkward about saying that, but yeah, so after Woolfest, literally the day after Woolfest, I found out I was pregnant. Almost immediately, I was kind of feeling off anyway, but almost immediately things just went downhill for me, and my nausea this time around was, it wasn't necessarily worse, it just felt like it was more constant. And I don't know if it's because I had a 2-year-old this time, or almost 2-year-old, or I was working more and I just changed roles at my job, and it's just been a really busy time because like the food show. If you know, I don't know if you do, I work in FMCG, in a supermarket essentially, but not the supermarket, in the support office for the supermarket, doing design. Well, I don't do design anymore, doing marketing actually, and I run the events at our place, and so I run the food show for our store, well, for our company. And yeah, doing that while pregnant in your first trimester is really hard, and I couldn't tell anyone. Well, I could have, but I didn't want to. So yeah, that is why I haven't been uploading, because I haven't had the energy. I have barely even been crafting, let alone doing anything else. I literally, this last 2 weeks is when I've started feeling better, so I'm amazed I managed to do anything in that time. I enjoy tea again, which is crazy because I love tea, but I went off it for 3 months. I enjoy eating again, so yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. But it did mean that I had to put a break on all of my fun things, and that's why I didn't upload. And I felt bad because I really thought this time I would be better prepared, but no, I was not. So anyway, all that to say is I splurged on things for kids because I thought, wouldn't it be nice for me to actually do a lot more this time? I did make quite a lot for Eleanor when she was born, or before she was born, but I wanted to make separate things for this baby, and things that felt like just for them, because I think it's, hand-me-downs are great, so we will be reusing a lot of stuff. Not that I know the gender, so I may have to buy some boy things if it is a boy, but yeah, I just thought I would, I also got this because it's gender neutral, so this is one thing I've been making for the baby in the vest, and I've been making the romper out of this one. So that was sort of how I decided to treat myself at Fibertron, was making things for my children instead of for myself. That's my update for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this really long video, and you did stick around. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't. And I'm also going to be obviously announcing this on other accounts. And I am going to be doing lots of crafting, hopefully. Taking some time off next year as well. Not necessarily from posting, but from work, which means more time for crafting, because if you know anything about me, I got back into crafting and posting a lot more when I was on maternity leave with my daughter. So hopefully this time around with this baby I can fire up and get ready and, you know, do lots of stuff instead of just the bare minimum, because that's what I feel like I did last time. So yeah, anyway, I am currently aiming to post once every 3 weeks essentially once a month, just for the time being, until I can start to film in the background and organise myself a bit better, because there's obviously a few projects that I have been working on, long-term projects that I just haven't got around to. So obviously I'm showing you my current whips essentially, or what I recently worked on, but I have other things that I haven't actually touched in a while. So I think, yeah, I really need to do like one of those whip videos again and get myself organised and stuff. So we'll see. Anyway, see you guys next month with another video. Bye.